You've only got 3 members present.
I think there's 4 of us, Joan.
Okay,
Who's here besides I hear Adam.
Adam, Patricia, you, and Noel.
Well, is there?
So you got 4. So you've got a quorum.
All right. So we can go ahead and start the meeting.
Okay, notice is hereby given that the Village of Homer Zoning Board of Appeals will meet via remote conferencing February 25th, 6:30 PM to consider the following pursuant to the current Village of Homer Code of Ordinances. Appeal number 489, Patrick Clune, located at 46 North Main Street, tax map parcel number 66.66-02-16.000, is requesting a variance to extend the height of a privacy fence on the northern boundary to 7 feet, bounding an apartment building containing an elevated driveway. Pursuant to Governor Cuomo's Executive Order 202.1, suspending, somebody's got some noise in the background. Suspending the open meetings law 1, the Village of Homer Zoning Board of Appeals meeting will be closed to in-person attendance by the public until further notice. In the absence of public comments, we encourage residents to request a Zoom link by contacting Tanya DeGenero, the village offices 607-749-3322, or by emailing tgenero@homernewyork.org. Individuals may also watch the public hearing at the Village of Homer's YouTube channel. Please include in your email if you would like to participate directly in the remote conference. The above applications open to inspection at the village office. We encourage you to email, call 607-749-3322, or email all of your communication needs before said ZBA meeting. Signed, Tanya DeGenero, Village Treasurer. This was published February 24th in the Cortland Standard. Proof of publication's been placed on file for the record.
Pat Clune was on here until I shut him off. Want to talk to you.
You all set, Joan?
Yes, but I got a call from Pat Clune on my phone.
Yeah, they're gonna be.
Okay, I'm at the meeting. Did you need me?
No, I'm just trying to log on. I want to, you're one of the few people I have a contact number for, so I want to let them know I am trying to log on.
You're trying to log on. I will let them know.
All right, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That was Pat
Let
Clune.
me have it.
He's trying to
I want it.
log on.
Give me it.
Did you hear me?
Yes, I heard you. I've heard you. Do you want to wait a few minutes to see if he gets on or continue?
It's up to you.
What's the rest of the board think?
Oh, Kim Hubbard is here.
Does Pat have to be admitted into the meeting? Who started the meeting? Is it
Dan
just
did.
Dan? Is Pat showing up on your computer?
No, I've done this once or twice, Adam. So yeah, he hasn't shown up. He's having trouble on his end.
Well, unless anybody's got any questions for him, I think this should be a cut dry thing, since how we already did it last month. I just think we just gotta legalize it. Joan, what's the next step here? I don't have my form in front of me, so open the public hearing again.
We've already opened the public hearing when I read the notice.
All right.
now-
Anybody?
now it's time to explain what the variance is needed for.
Can you do that for us?
Well, according to what it says on your meeting notice, the variance would be an area variance to extend the height of a privacy fence on its northern boundary to 7 feet. Only 6 feet is permitted.
Anybody that wants to speak?
If there's anybody from the public, that's really the only difference.
I mean, the reason we're doing this is because somebody had a problem with it, and are they on here to?
Doesn't appear so.
I have a question about the paperwork, though, that I see. And maybe this is something, Dante, you can say whether it's relevant or not relevant. On the zoning referral form that the petitioner filled out, they asked for a bulk variance, and specifically on another page, crossed out area and wrote in bulk. And in other places, we're calling it an area variance. Shouldn't that be consistent?
Yeah, that's consistent. A bulk or an area variance as opposed to a use variance is what you're considering. The current rule for fencing is, I believe, 6 feet. So it's a area or bulk variance to
Okay,
that.
so area and bulk are synonymous.
Not always, but in this case, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that we had this discussion last meeting.
Is there anyone from the public that wants to speak?
Dan said there was nobody on, so
Tim, no one asked.
Can you guys hear me
no
at
one-
all?
Yep, we can hear you.
Yep, we can hear you, or I can.
So Tim, no one requested the link at the village office or by my email.
okay. So what's the next step here? Like I said, I don't have the form in front of me, so
Close your public hearing.
at this time we close the public hearing. Dante, do we got to go through all the stuff we did last time, or can we just approve it now because it's already been done once, or we got to go through the whole thing again?
What was the deficiency in the proceeding last month that we're reconsidering this motion? I apologize. I'm not aware.
Letters weren't sent out, Dante.
Letters to the neighbors weren't set out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that has been rectified, and again, no one has laid claim to that they want to speak at the public hearing.
okay. Yeah, you should, because the first proceeding was deficient. You can go through it pretty quickly. I assume.
Okay, I just want to make sure we're doing it right this time.
Yep. Right. So.
All right.
Okay, I have the balancing test in front of me. Are you ready?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Number 1, will the proposed action produce an undesirable change in the character of the neighborhood or a detriment to nearby properties?
No.
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 Number 2, can the applicant achieve his goals via a reasonable alternative which does not involve the necessity of an area variance?
No.
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 3,
No.
is the variance substantial?
No.
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 Number 4, will the variance have an adverse impact on the physical or environmental conditions in the neighborhood or district?
No.
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 Number 5, has there been any self-created difficulty? Last time you
No.
answered yes, which doesn't make any difference what your answer is.
You go.
I think-
No.
I'm thinking no. Yeah.
Would say no.
I would say no.
So you're different from your last meeting.
I'm glad we had it then.
Okay, so we'll change that answer. All right, you're all done. It's up to you, Tim. You just need a motion to do whatever you're gonna do.
I make a motion to grant the variance as requested.
I'll
Second.
second. Oh,
Any discussion? All in favor?
Yes.
Aye.
aye.
Aye. I believe that's all in favor.
Yes, it is.
Now your minutes of January 28th.
I make a motion to approve the minutes of January 28th meeting.
Is that you,
I-
Ed?
I
Yes.
have some comment. Is it
Go
okay
ahead.
to speak now, or?
Yep, yep.
Yeah, okay. On the approval of the October 22, 2020 minutes, I'm down as absent. I abstained. I wasn't absent. Okay. In the vote, if that's what that's referring to.
Okay. That's because
And-
you weren't at that meeting.
I was not at that meeting. That's why I abstained on the vote of approving the minutes.
Yep.
And the next item says set meeting date and time. And at least on my copy of the minutes, it says that the meetings are set for 5:30, and I thought we set them for 6:30.
Should be 6:30.
Good catch, Patricia.
Thanks.
Okay, now your motion should be to approve the minutes as corrected.
I would like to make a motion to approve the minutes as corrected.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 The other thing on here, Tim, is just any other discussion.
We got anything else we want to discuss tonight?
Tim,
Yes.
I was supposed, part of that is mine. I have to bring up that all the members need to turn in their employment forms so that they can participate in subsequent meetings. The chair gets 50, everybody else gets 25 a meeting, and we pay it quarterly. I'll send out the payroll schedule also. I have yours because you also sub for the village in another capacity. But everyone else, all I need is the federal withholdings, the state withholdings, a copy of license or social security or license and social security card. It's interesting. Sorry.
I guess I'm not sitting in a good spot, am I?
Yeah. The other thing you could use.
Here, let me get out of the net.
Sorry. The other thing one can use is a passport. So if you, it's either a license and social security or a passport. And then I'll send out the payroll schedule. Also in March, in the board policies is going to be the training plans and requirements for ZBA and planning, which basically say 4 hours a year are required. And it can be carried over, which is part of the New York State planning. So we're going to start having trainings also we could set which dates that we'll have them so that no one's rushing to do them at the end of the year. We just do them right at the meetings, so that when you have nothing else.
Okay. Tynick, is there going to be somebody there tomorrow if I stop by with all the necessary IDs and all that?
Yep, I'll be there, and I already have the federal and state withholdings out so they can be copied. And if you want to join the retirement system, I have that too.
Okay, I'll come by tomorrow and fill everything out.
Okay, sounds good.
For all that info.
You're welcome.
You need a motion to adjourn when you're ready.
I would just like to thank everybody once again for the time on this.
And I would like to personally point out that this is the first time I've gotten this damn thing to work. I feel proud of myself. Although if you had heard me screaming at it a few minutes before I finally got on, you wouldn't have thought so. Technology and I are not good friends. So I'm very proud of my accomplishment tonight.
Well done, Kim.
It's the little things.
All right, I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
Who's the second?
That was Kim, me,
Okay.
Kim Hubbard.
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Have a
you.
good night, everybody.
Thank you.
You as well.